going to a different economy, and we're going to be learning more about that as we go. But clearly, we're learning that things can be done from remote locations. We're learning that technology can replace people even more than we thought.
We're not going back to the same economy. We're recovering, but to a different economy, and it'll be one that is more leveraged to technology. And I worry that that is going to make it even more difficult than it was for many workers.
In Silicon Valley, and my friends who work in technology know that what we did to the manufacturing workers, we are now going to do to the retail workers, the call center workers, the fast food workers, the truck drivers, and then even bookkeepers, accountants, insurance agents, lawyers, and on through the economy. So what happened to the manufacturing workers is a very clear sign.
And so we'll import Chinese-based CBDC technology. So it's going to be CBDC in a box provided to you by the People's Bank of China.
But every stock, every bond, every currency, every commodity, every piece of art, every private business, every piece of real estate will eventually be a token on a blockchain, an entry on a ledger, permanent and immutable. We will have truth instead of trust, and we will save over $7 trillion a year. 6 to 8% of global GDP is wasted by the friction of the trust industry that's necessary when you have dual entry accounting. With triple entry accounting, which is what a blockchain is, we get rid of all of that friction. It's a beautiful future.
Like what you see in China and their social credit scoring systems, right? If we get identity wrong, it could be a tool to enslave humanity. And if we get it right, it could be a tool to liberate humanity. And as an American, I'm obviously rooting for the one that's on the side of freedom.
Bitcoin is an international asset. And also, I do believe the role of crypto is, it's digitizing gold.
I actually believe this technology is going to be very important. Look at it. We have been part of the huge revolution in investing through ETFs. We believe that ETFs will be changing the whole way we invest. Many people still use it as a means, people are investing it for indexing. No, the majority of people who are putting money in an ETFs are active investors that are buying exposure. The entire bond market is being transformed as we talk right now. I believe the next generation for markets, the next generation for securities will be tokenization of securities. And if we can have that distributed ledger that we know every beneficial owner, every beneficial seller, we all have our code of who's buying, who's selling, instantaneous settlement. And think about it, it changes the whole ecosystem.
Chinese bank ICBC has been hit by a ransomware attack, and the U.S. Treasury market, as a result of that, has been disrupted. This, according to the Financial Times. We're getting more right now with Bloomberg's Sonali Basak. Sonali, what do we know?
Listen, we have the Financial Times now reporting that ICBC, one of China's largest banks here, was hit with a ransomware attack. And remember, they're a very significant intermediary in the Treasury market. The SIFMA has told its members that this has been part of the reason here that the system is kind of clogged up, if you will, during that auction that we saw a little bit before. The attack had prevented ICBC, according to the Financial Times, from settling Treasury trades on behalf of other market participants. A large executive at a major bank also telling the paper that such a large party on the fixed income clearing corp creates major concerns, potentially impacting the liquidity of Treasury markets.
Now, it was not just a poor auction. It was absolutely lousy, and when the dealers have to step in to save a treasury auction, that's a rare occurrence.
I hate when countries go off the dollar. I would not allow countries to go off the dollar, because when we lose that standard, that will be like losing a revolutionary war. That will be a hit to our country, just like losing a war. And we can't let that happen. And too many countries now are fighting to get off the dollar.
Welcome to the Crypto Teacher. And guys, please like and subscribe if you do like what you're listening to. Please inform your friends and family and spread it all over social media. It is imperative that we get back to learning finances and understand how the world really works, because once we understand how the world really works, we understand that it is all planned out. Now, I want to thank those who purchased the books Cryptoteacher and the New World Order book. Remember, the New World Order book shows you how the world really works, and it is definitely time for you to wake up out of that sleep, especially in the times that we're in right now. And 2024 is going to be one of our most entertaining years. We have the presidential election. We have the drums are beating. We have the emerging markets going to be flipping the switch on the fourth industrial revolution. Now, we had the Fed signal rate cuts, but remember, guys, they haven't cut rates yet. So we know the master magicians are about to set up that distraction. So therefore, they can cut rates while we still have inflation. And in the fourth quarter, once the election is over, we know the movie begins. And also, guys, I want to thank those who purchased the 3 Kids books. It's time to re-educate. Also, much love to those who donate to the Cash App, Patreon. Much love. Keep it coming. Guys, if you're not a part of the Patreon, make sure you're donating to the channel through the actual Cash App. But guys, this next Bitcoin and crypto bull run is going to be a utility run. So you want to make sure you have the cryptos that have real utility. And much love to those who are shopping at both stores. Keep it coming. And of course, guys, we get into Bitcoin and cryptos first.
Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel.
And right now we have Bitcoin flat. We have altcoins pumping off of the Ethereum news. I'm going to get into that later. And right now we have stocks flat. And we have Bitcoin hits record in Japan, Argentina, and the Philippines when it comes to local currency. But guys, we know fiat currencies are dying. And we have a lot of countries already moving over to the cashless society. And remember, the Cryptoteacher told you. Now, do not forget to pay attention to the actual indicators. We have yield rates down. We have the dollar up. We have volume and crypto up. And we have Tether and USDC. And we have Hex Trust issues first native stablecoin on Flare. And then, guys, we have the Fed. Repo at $489 billion. And guys, make sure you're pulling that on a daily basis. We have the Fed meeting again June 12th. So we know for the next 2 weeks, we're going to have a lot of Fed talk. And all of them are going to play the Hegelian dialectic. Some are going to say inflation is coming down. Some are going to say inflation is going to be here for a while. So that means the Fed needs to keep rates higher for longer. And some are even going to say we need a rate hike. And they're going to do the same thing when they told us we're not going to get any inflation. And then, of course, we received all this inflation, so therefore they could cut rates. Now they're going to do the same. They're going to let rates stay as high as possible, as long as possible, so therefore it's going to crumble this economy. So it doesn't matter whether you cut rates or not. The damage has already been done. But we know why. We're in a fragmented world. They have to break up this whole legacy market like it never existed in order to bring in all this technology. The machine takeover. We're moving to the digital age. That's all revelations mean, is to reveal a new age. And that's the robots, algorithms, and drones, replacing majority of humanity in the workforce. And that's the reason why universal basic income is the talk everywhere. I don't care what country you're going to, they have done some type of trial. And like I stated, when it comes to the fourth industrial revolution, every single country has a plan, and they're all doing the same thing. But unfortunately, the sheep are asleep. And we know by the time they wake up, the machines would be here, because we know the BRICS nations are definitely ready to flip that switch for the fourth industrial revolution. And remember, guys, this is a plan. It moves in phases. It does not happen overnight. And remember, the Cryptoteacher told you. Now, do not forget about the spot Bitcoin ETFs. We have BlackRock, Fidelity, and Grayscale. As I'm doing this video, they're slightly up. But getting over into a little crypto news, we have Solana Wallet Phantom acquires A16Z backed Bitrue wallet platform. And we know A16Z is Andreessen, my God. And then lastly, guys, we have the drama pops up. It moves Ethereum. We know when they're about to approve an Ethereum ETF, they're definitely going to price it in. But at the same time, guys, we have to sit back, get our popcorn, let it play out. We know it's all a movie because we also know Prometheum launched custody services as if Ethereum was a security. So we know the timing of all this is not by chance. But we have the SEC to give the decision by May 23rd. And we had the spot Ethereum ETF applicants remove staking and then also update the 19B4 filings. But we had a lot of the mainstream media articles pushing that it may be approved. We saw Ethereum get a good pump and anything attached to it. DeFi, we know Ethereum Classic. And then also, of course, once Ethereum moves, Bitcoin is going to automatically move. But there were a lot of moving pieces yesterday. Like I stated, guys, sit back, get your popcorn, let it play out. We only have a day and a half for the decision because we know the Fed is just not going to tell you, I took your money. And remember the crypto teacher told you because he knows when it comes to the NWO, it's all planned out. But that's all I have for you. Don't forget about the books, Crypto Teacher and the New World Order book, plus the 3 kids books. It's time to re-educate. Also, new to cryptos, Coinbase, Bitrue, Binance. Do not forget book links and crypto links are in the description. The stock channel, guys. Don't forget to go like, subscribe, spread everywhere. You have your Kobo, your chip stocks, your banking, your gaming. While everybody's sitting at home, get home stocks, the Seaver, the biotech stocks. And while everybody's at home wishing they were still getting that free money, what are they doing? Drinking and smoking weed. Don't forget about those stocks and you have a wonderful day. The most powerful person in the world is the storyteller. The storyteller sets the vision, values, and agenda of an entire generation to come. Steve Jobs. And guys, you know I truly believe in this. When you look at the New World Order, they're the storytellers. And that's the reason why I wrote my New World Order book. But guys, now it's time to change the current generation. And I wrote 3 kids books. You know I love the Trinity because I understand the power that's in it. So I have 3 books. We have an opportunity to change the generation, to educate, not just me, but I want to show you that I take action on a daily basis. And I want you to take action on a daily basis. Whether it's your job, whether it's in your community, we have an opportunity right now to educate the masses. I posted this on my Twitter account. Please share, but this is a short clip of the 3 books. There's going to be a clothing line and action figures. Please get these books for your kids, nephews, cousins, friends, so therefore we can start the re-education now. Because as we see, the 4th Industrial Revolution foundation is definitely here. Robots, algorithms, drones, taking humanity out the picture. We have to re-educate. But let's get into the video.
Part 1. King Joshua and Grandma Tam save the village. Part 2. King Joshua and Grandma Tam save New York from COVID Stories 3. Part 3. King Joshua and Grandma Tam goes to China.
It's mandatory to get part 1, part 2, and part 3 of this series. It's time to re-educate Generation Z.